Hello, internets. Maybe. Oh, look, a tier list. Um, I just was like, you know what? I feel like making a tier list. And what we're gonna make a tier list of? Something I actually know: Honkai characters. Now, we're not gonna talk about how good they are. Well, we'll kind of will. Just kind of like the general vibe of the character, how I feel they were introduced, how they are right now, just kind of like generally how they perceived. There might be some strong opinions on them, um, but yeah, we'll sit here and talk. You're welcome to listen to me. Probably talk for the next like 30 minutes or so. Anyway, tier list. Um, we'll start off with that. So again, I've been playing Honkai since day one. I would consider myself like free to pay light. I have given occasional $5 here and there for actually I wouldn't say here and there, but pretty much keep the $5 train rolling for the daily login because that's definitely a lot of jades for 30 days login. $5 for 2,700 jades is pretty good ratios. And, it's whatever. So I am not completely clean free to play, but I've definitely not spent anything more than to get like a character. It's like, oh, there's a character I really need and really want, and I really need it for my account. No, I've never done that. So anyway, starting off, we're gonna put this is Destruction Trailblazer. So as the game started, Destruction Trailblazer was your starting unit until you got something better, until you got this Preservation Trailblazer. It was just like, yeah, they're there. In terms of like vibes and like character, yeah, vibes of character, they're definitely like, hey, this shows up all the time. But in terms of like actually like longevity, like an impact of the game, you're obviously down here. They're not usable. They are not, um, even playable. Sadly, so you know, very sadly, yeah. I'll just leave them. It's gonna be a long video if I'm choosing already, but in terms of like impact of the game and their story and what they represented in the game, we have to actually keep them probably as like a B. And I might actually add. Oh, look at that. I have messed up the tier list. Oh, look at that. All right, well, on the fly. A B. And we're gonna mess it up on purpose. Look at that. All right. So Preservation Trailblazer, on the other hand, and it might just make another uh, add row below. Let's just add a couple rows here. There we go. We're just gonna kind of leave it in the middle. We'll fix up the rows here in a moment. Preservation trailers a little bit better. Definitely, they say this is when Star Rail peaked. Is the Battle for Cocolia and Wildfire, and that's pretty good. Now peak is a bad term because it's like, oh, by peak it means it goes down over time and it's not going to be better. Like, yeah, that's up and down like in our game, but uh, Preservation Trailblazer, they are definitely better than Destruction character in terms of writing and everything, just general vibes. So look at this, the whole bunch of news. It's gonna kind of again, we'll fix up the middle here. Well, actually, let's go ahead and send them time. So S minus A A minus, and then we'll make this B minus. C. So C is average, obviously. C minus is below average, and D is so. If we're doing that, they're average, and these are slightly above average. Now, Harmony Trailblazer is where, again, kind of where I think it is a little bit better. And I was kind of sucky on them to be, I don't know, it was sucky, but like they brought break to the game, kind of like Super Break, and I kind of like Super Break. There's a character we're gonna get to in a moment, or at some point, where we're talking about. So I think Harmony Trailblazer is slightly better than Preservation Trailblazer, um, but not much. So we'll put him in. Actually, we'll keep him in B. Remembrance Trailblazer again. In terms of storytelling, Remembrance Trailblazer is definitely a great, like, they were great in Amphorius. Their arc in Amphorius is great. Um, I I think it was a little bit too much, but I get it. I wanted the other characters. I mean, you had the problem with Amphorius is you had too many characters trying to hold the limelight. Um, I think it's worth it to put an A, for honestly. Uh, Elation Trailblazer, I think it's like a low B. Like, I think they're down here. I think they're almost like just above average. I mean, it could be better, but currently, I think it's just like one of the. It's there's again the problem. Like, maybe they're like rubber banding from Euphorius, but it seems like Elation Trailblazing really isn't like. Yes, it's good from a game, like, even like a gameplay perspective. It's just like you don't do anything. Like, Remembrance Trailblazer actually did something. Harmony actually, yeah, these actually did something in like your teams, but like Elation, like what team actually wants Evanescia teams? Okay, fine, but other than that, what team actually likes to use the Trailblazers? Not really many. Anyway, Arlen, sadly, well, that's to me. Ha ha ha, Arlen G. Um, and sadly, it's justified. The poor boy, like, even like started the game, I didn't use him. No one used him. The poor boy really is forgotten to the wastelands of HSR. He is the punching bag of HSR. Asta, um, again, nah, Asta. She's probably in this. I might move up. There's not gonna be many people up here. Asta is probably a C. She's average. She does have some merits with some very nichey, speedy things. In terms of like what her kit does. Actually, yeah, it's not fair. We'll put her there. She does some very nichey things. You can build her. It's fine. Bailu. People hate Bailu. I think Bailu's fine when she came out. She was like, I don't know. And when she came out, I did pull for her. I did get her. And I think she was fine because she definitely like one of those things like, oh, the revive saved me. And that was the point of the game where you did die. I mean, it happened. But Bailu was definitely one of those characters that, dumped out healing. Bronya. Is it like up here? Yeah, probably. Bronya is one of those first like Uber you had. Like, if you were trying to go for super end game content, you got a Bronya. You built Bronya because Bronya action advanced things was just grand. And she's probably should be belong up here, but there are better things now than Bronya. So yeah, Clara was at one. I don't know if she was ever. She was average at some points. She was in this middle here for points of time. I don't think she ever got it, better than average in terms of like design. Yeah, cool, giant robot, but right now she's just like, yeah, I wouldn't say below average. She's not the most horrible character in existence, but yeah, um, Regular Danny probably is down here. I know I'm gonna offend a lot of people. I did use Danny when the first game first came out, like originally. Like he was probably like, you know, generally on par up here in these parts. But right now, there's no Dandy. Japard. I didn't get Japard until much later than most people did. And when I did, he's cool design, but the problem is he's slow. He's just like slow. He as a sustainer, as a preservation unit, he's slow. He's worse than these guys. He's worse than these guys. Like just in terms of like sustaining your team, because he needs to build up his ult charge to actually live, and that's horrible. So he's not the worst character. He's still a 5-star, but he's definitely like below average there. Herda, mini Herda, I think goes up like here ish. Is she like kind of there maybe? Maybe A minus. She definitely above average. Definitely was like one of those um, characters I used a lot and was really like in terms of just the way to the card, and she's had relevance like in pure fiction still. I think that's fair. This Himiko, old Himiko, um, again, I think from the design point, people are gonna say, "Oh yeah, Himiko is best character ever." In terms of design and just my general vibe, again, I think she's on like par in this general area, which is fair. Honestly, she has her niche, and fine. Hook, I tried making Hook work. Is it worth? Is it just here? Sadly, Preservation March. Um, honestly, she's better than Japard, which is sad. In terms of what she does and like the cool tricks you can do with some of the things like, hey, put Preservation March and Clara together. That was a team at one point. Um, but she's not good. Natasha, she used to be a peer with Bailu. Before Bailu was Bailu, Natasha was the healer of the game. So from that perspective, yeah, that was worse. But in a core aspect of the game, is she D? No, she's useful. It's not fair to put her in D. I'll put her in C because of the way that um, she introduced so many people to the game and allowed people to actually play the game. Um, yeah. Pela, again, kind of like Bronya, has kind of her. She's kind of in this range. Actually, was up to art with EMC. Pela is like if you built Pela or Pela whatever and used her, she was useful in so many teams. So is she as good as Bronya? No, but definitely is up in here in terms of like usability, merit, and just being in the game. QQ. Yeah, the funny thing is, everyone has done it. Everyone's tried to make the gambling demon work here. Um, honestly, she was ridiculous. She was like up here with Himiko in terms of just like, I think might move these up as well. That's what I'm thinking about. Put here. The hat RMC. QQ is definitely like everyone has done it, and it's comical. It resolves merit. Sampo, I'm gonna get sadness from this. Oh my gosh, Sampo. I tried making Sampo work. He doesn't go there. Sorry. Serval with characters. I love Serval. In terms of like again, the character she just didn't do enough. She like even if you like tried, I tried, and she's like Asta. She's got that very niche role. Um, Asta's revolved next to EMC, which is crazy, but again, they haven't done anything. They don't have a spot. Susheng, it's kind of like QQ for me personally, just because the way that at the time that the game was like usable, she was like she's a better version of Danny. Like Sushang is still ridiculous. Tsing Yun, again, kind of like Bronya. She's been replaced sadly, but leaving her there is fine. Is she S now? No, but in the lifespan of the game, yeah, definitely. Welt was down here. We all knew Welt was down here in this bottom bin, but as his Nova Flare's gotten a little bit better, he's not as good as Himiko. I think it's fair to leave him here right in the middle. Honestly, Yang Qing, I can again one of those characters. I tried. um, it's one of those. Is he better than worse than any of these? No, but yeah, I tried. Sile, I never got Sile, sadly, when originally she came out, so I had no idea how good or bad she was. And then when I finally got to play with her, she wasn't great, but it seems to have gotten better. So I'm actually going to make a tier. In my experience and my vibes of the character, I think she's just fine. It's crazy to have her under Aston Serval, but in these characters, but that's kind of my vibe there. General Jing Yuan. Take a sip of coffee as I think about it. He's probably fair up here. I mean, is he? Yeah. I mean, he's fallen off, but like when you got him, you won the game for a long period of time. When you had him, when you had these two characters together, you know, you won the game. So, Silverwolf, like Sile, I didn't have Silverwolf for a very long time. When I finally got to one of the original Silverwolf, it was lackluster, so I'll just put it right in the middle, kind of like this Asta tier. Locha, kind of same. He's not Japar level. He's better than Natasha, yes, technically. Is he better than Bailu? He has his role. As much as no one uses him, he does have his role, and he has some very. He needs a buff, but like when he came out, like he's probably there. He was not better than Bailu. I still view better Bailu. Young. I know her name. I tried making her work. It's gonna escape me, but she's just not good, unfortunately. OG Blade. OG Blade was down here for a while. He just didn't work for a period of time. He got better, but let's see. I think he's in this range. Yeah, he's just kind of average still. Kafka. I hear echo. Where do I hear echo? Pardon, echo. Kafka. I think you should just go with Genuine. Just again, the way the character is. Let's see here. Next. Oh my gosh. Luca. Again, tried making him work. He just does not work a lot of times. So, is he down here? Yeah, sadly. Danny Part Two. Danny Part Two. I did pull for Danny Part Two when it came out originally. And he did not feel better than Shishang. He did not feel he dealt. Oh yeah, it was glorious, but he just felt weird to play. So I figured this actually fair to actually keep him less than them. Um, gotta go forget her name. This girl, she's actually really good. Was at the time when she came out. God, preservation, quantum, Shengzhou character. I can't for the life of me remember her name. I still have for my account have her at E4 and actually have used her recently in certain things and some trying to make something work with her because I loved this concept of this character. Um, is she good? No. Is she better than Locha? Yes. Is she better than Bailu? In my opinion, no. So, right here. Lynx with Natasha. Just serves a role, was usable. Um, Jinglu, she got lost in the pits of time, sadly. Um, just kind of got put in the game, and we don't know why she's still why she was like yes, she's mentor to Jing Yuan, but like she's just average. I mean, yes, she hit like a truck, so she was like up here for a very period of time. Um, she get a Nova player that really didn't help her. Let's probably well. Topaz. Um, I didn't understand the point of Topaz for a while. She didn't really have a home, so she might just stay in like average for now. She's really down here now, sadly. But it's average. Gwynethyn. Uh, Again, one of those characters I tried making work. Is she worse? Is she just in literature? She's with this boy. She's with these two boys. Hua Hua. This character is up here now. She's everywhere. Um, in terms of like character design, it's like yes, it's kind of crazy how old this character is and how usable. Because energy is a thing in the game. Yeah. Argenti. I pulled for Argenti. I wanted Argenti to work. He was supposed to be up here. He was supposed to be the Himiko replacement. But sadly, again, he's definitely the MacGuffin of Star Rail sometimes when he shows up. But again, he's down here kind of near. Is he better than Japard and these folks? Yes. Is he better than Blade? No, he's kind of this again in that he has his role, he has a spot. I'm gonna move these Trailblazers down. So like, has a role, has a spot, but yeah, Hanya again. I love this design of this character. She's like Silver Wolf tier. She's like got that very niche role. And again, I think the niche role character is fine being right here. She's just like got Ron May is probably up here. She was one of those must pull characters for a very long time. Even if your team wasn't dealing with break and didn't care about break and really like it's just like you threw her on any team and it just worked. So that's fair. Dr. Ratio, sadly down here. Again, he was free. I barely built him, but I just like he needs love, and even like in currency wars and things where he allowed to shine, he just doesn't shine. He's he is shiny as his clock that he tends or not chalk, not cock. Don't clip that. But yes, Shui. I'm gonna put her with Hanya. That seems fair. Black Swan, put her with Kafka because that seems fair. Um, I skipped over these two. I love this character's design, the way the break mechanic on her works. But she's very niche. She should probably belong down here. But again, this is my tier list, and it kind of just led the way the character vibe works and how the kit is designed and how it's just in the game. Yeah, um, that's going there. Anyway, Black Swan, yes, she was not like she was at a weird spot when she came out. She didn't really have a home, but she's stuck forever in hand with Kafka now. And actually, it's probably fair to put her here. Yeah, it's fair to put her there. Sparkle is up here now. She's used everywhere. I think she was always kind of up there. She was probably middle of the pack when she came out. I got her, and it's like, I don't really have a home. She worked with Danny. She was like, yeah, together. It still didn't feel nice, but definitely has gone up here. She's used everywhere now. Misha, as much as I want to love the boy, because I've cosplayed his his older version, he's down there, sadly. Acheron used to be this, um, and has completely fallen off. Her kit's awesome, kind of cool. She definitely was one of the first push characters. You can't keep her in S right now. Um, she's like in this Kafka lane now, just good. After she's gotten some good support recently to actually make her usable, but she was the first one that you needed E2, and somehow I have E2 Acheron. I don't know how. It still boggles my mind. Um, Aventurine is up here someplace. He was a savior for a lot of teams in terms of preservation and keeping teams alive and all that. So, yes, he's up here. Gallagher, right at the top. If you know me, I've cosplayed Gallagher at least 2 dozen times over the course of lifetime. He came out and he got revealed 2 weeks prior to a convention, and I put him together in 2 weeks for said convention. Is it fair to leave him up there? Probably not. Is he better? As much as I want to keep Gallagher up there, he technically should probably belong down below. And like, on his impact of the game, he's actually probably like in this land, which is fair. We'll keep it fair, but just know in my heart he's up here. But in the impact of the game and usability of the game, it's fair to keep him, in this lane. Again, he was your second support, second for longest time, your second support. Robin probably belongs up here as well in this land. Anywhere up here is interchangeable. She was here. She was here. She's kind of dropped. Some people don't like her. I get it. It's probably fair to leave her here, and that's fine. Boot Hill. I wanted to love the Boot Hill for Boot Hill. He just doesn't work. He needs so much to make him work. I love the character and just the cowboy and everything about him, but the boy needs help, and he needs actually probably down here, sadly. Firefly, she's up here. She is now. She's an archetype. She's probably an S. Like, oh look, Firefly is an S. Har har har. Yes. But she's legitimately the only reason break archetype exists right now. And that's probably fair to leave her up there. Jade is probably down here, sadly. I wanted to like her. I wanted to make her usable. She's just not really usable. She doesn't really have a home. Um, and it's like I didn't understand her core. She didn't really do enough, even in like teams that were good with her. Um, I just feel like she really never had a home. Uh, Young Lee is with Clara. She has the same problems. She's better than Clara, yeah. Same problems, sadly. It's yeah. I mean, is better. Yeah, still kind of down here. Just show. Oh God, he's with Acheron, but he has been replaced. I pulled for him. I wanted to like him. It seems so cool his design and the character, but it's not fair to leave him up there. He's not even like he's down here. Sadly, I'm sorry, blind man. Hunt March is actually was very good for a period of time. She's actually fair. It's actually fair to leave her up here, in terms of design, in terms of like how she felt to play. That's actually fair to leave her there. Um, yeah. Uh, Fei Xiao, same bucket together. Fei Xiao's dropped, but in terms of like how she felt to play and just like she with Akron, yeah, it's probably actually very fair to leave her with Akron. How she feels to play is just like kind of awesome, and like working around that is just kind of like an awesome feeling. Um, Lingsha should go with Gallagher. I I think Gallagher's better than her. This again, just personal experience. She's probably actually down in this middle of this pack, like kind of this healer pack that I have here. It's kind of like meandering in the middle. She goes, oh yeah, she goes with break, but I think Gallagher's better for break than Lingshaw. Mose, again, I love Mose's design. Um, I think it's fair to leave him with Hanya and the other 4 stars. Just doesn't do enough. I try to make him work. I really try to make him work. Um, he's had his time with like Fei Xiao and that sort of like weird, but it just doesn't do anything. Rappa, I love Rappa more than Labuhil. Sorry. It's probably fair to leave her right in the middle someplace. Again, she's the she did great damage when she came out. It's fair to leave her like right in this middle, like in this middle of the pack. Sunday, yeah, up here. Uh, Better Branya. He's used everywhere. Definitely spiked the game, spiked the ball after scoring a touchdown type of character. Yep. Fuge. It's not fair to leave her up here. She has a very niche role. She's kind of with like, she can't be everywhere. So if she can't be anywhere, she's down here. She can't even be with Payless, so she's down here. That's fair for the role of what she does and her spot in the game. That's fair. The Herta, a peerless gem. um, she was up here for a period of time, and it's really gone down. It's probably fair to leave her in A minus right now. She needs help. Her other side is better than her still right now. I'll put them together, but yeah, she needs help. Agaya, I never got her to work right. I never got the speed tuning fiasco to work right on how to make her work. Um, and she was one of those. She had problems with her kit for a period of time. She still has problems with her kit. That her energy needs are ridiculous and kind of bricks the character. It's like one of those E2 shield or E1 shields. Whatever one gives her ridiculous energy. Um, it's fair to have her here. Um, actually, yeah, it's fair to have it there. Tribby, right to the top. She's again one of those universal supports. She's kind of like like a improved Ron. She's used damn everywhere. Um, if you know Tribby, you know Tribby. Tribby DDD fiascos, yes. Mighty, I wanted to love Mighty. I think the character is awesome. Um, in terms of usability, mm, yeah, somewhere down here in the middle. Yeah, somewhere in the middle. Sadly, Casterus. Yep, broke the game. She is an archetype with Firefly. They're together. He'll be up there. Anaxa, yeah, she broke the game. Like Acheron was power creep. Casterus was the new age of power creep. She is, yeah, ridiculous. I just moved someone. I don't know who I moved up. Oh, Anaxa. Anaxa. I want to love Anaxa. I built Anaxa. He has his role. So if you have your role and you have your swim lane, you're kind of in here. Sadly. Highest scenes, yep. Right to the top. Used everywhere. Just, again, ridiculous. You could put her on any team that needs to sustain, and it's ridiculous. Cypher, this is one of the first characters that I actively. Where'd she go? She ran away. I'll find her eventually. Okay. Um, she's one of the characters I actively skipped because I looked at the design and it's like, oh, I don't like. She's apparently good. Um, the times I've used her, it's fair to leave her down in here. Yeah. All right. So fine on. So Finon's kind of the reason why I skipped Cypher anyway. Not really realizing what Finon needed to actually be good. He is, if he's built right, he's up here. The problem is he needs so much horizontal and vertical investment at the same time that you can't leave him up there. So like in my, you know, I'm gonna get hate for this, but he belongs down. Like he just feels terrible sometimes to play. He's like down in this range with Naxa, like in terms of like usability. Saber, God, she needs help. Gilgamesh might save her, maybe. She's like ratio down here. Doesn't do enough. It's not the worst character in the world, but it's just like, eh. Um, Design's cool. I like that the collab exists. I don't even play Fate, but I like the concept of it. But it's like, eh. Archer. Um, Again, he's like fine on. He needs the team to work. My gut, he has his own team. You know, if I'm going on my merit, he belongs on that. He belongs because he is his own team. But he's so pigeonholed into the exact team to make him work, and there is no flexibility in that. While yes, if you make it so you can't be here, you can't be here, he's too stringent in this area. So yes, he's down here with Finon. He's kind of like that general vibe. High ceilings, or I was going backwards. Whatever. I could leave her. I'm gonna leave her with Black Swan. Um, that's fair. She only works in one team with Kafka, which would make her, you know, in my world should actually belong down here. And it's, yeah, actually, that's sadly, if I'm going on my previous, she only works on one team, and that's Cobb, and it's not fair to keep her in the middle of B. Maybe like low B up here next to Rappa. Next to, yeah, that's fine. She only works for one team. Outside of that, she's not usable. Siedra, God, same problem. She's only really useful in a. Well, she's better than. She belong with Fugue. She's worse skilled teams. Her team her design is cool. But very, very tunnely, nichey, and I don't know. Maybe down here, somewhere in his A minus. Yeah, it's probably fair to leave her with. Probably fair there, someplace. Evernight. Um, she just goes with the pink team. Is it? We can't keep her. We can't put her in S because she's. I mean, yeah, she does have her own team. Is she S minus? Is she up here with these? If she doesn't have her team, how good is she on her own? Not really. So if she's not good on her own, she's down here. Which even gets down here. Like on her own, she's down here. With the teammates and building her, she's up here. So that's fair to put her with Fine on. This Danny can go right to the top. He's used everywhere. He's a sustain that used everywhere. Yeah, there's not really much choice. You could literally just dump him in most teams and be fine. Cyrene. There you go. I actually skipped Cyrene. I've skipped her twice. She's good with the crisis errors. She's got the Fine on problem, which I'll just stick him with Fine on. That's probably the where she needs the investment to work. And if you do not have that investment, it's just kind of bad. Just meanderings around on like, oh, you can use her in 30% of the content if she's built, which is just like doesn't sit right. Dahlia, let's put over a fugue. She help revive break. Actually, should I just put all three break characters together? They're only with one team. Yeah, let's put all three break characters together. I'll move up Link Shot. At least you can use Link Shot and other teams as sustain, which is fair. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Dahlia empowers Firefly only, which in that aspect, yeah, because I have which means it goes right here next to Fish Lady. Yao Guang. She has the same problem as this. She belongs down here. She's only useful in elation teams, really. Other than that, and you can't put her up here. I'm gonna move this march down. Well, this march triggers some follow. God, anything with follow up, this march can be put into. She's not good now, but if you had nothing better to do for the follow up team, she's still decent. There's a lot of follow up teams. Anyway, Yao Guang is fine down here. She's only useful in the elation team, so somewhere in this range, fine. Sprixie. She's got the Fine on problem. She needs a team to work with. How good is she on her own? Not great. So, in that, she's again down in this not great. Again, if you have her team, she is like up here. which probably is fair. Yeah, that's fine. Um, I've done that before. She just seems, I don't know. She does support the other elation sides of this, so there is a world where that's fine. Anyway, Ashvale. Um, I like the boy. I like his design. He feels like mighty to me. Just putting. He feels like he is pigeonholed into this mighty vibe. Um, just kind of doesn't do a lot. Kind of meanders around. Apparently does decent damage. It doesn't feel like decent damage, but it does clear when I've used him. He's like kind of like that middle of the pack. Even if like he's built right, he's just like, I don't know. Kind of feels like he meanders around. This Silver Wolf, I think, yeah, she belongs up here. Well, God, I don't feel actually no. She probably should belong in S. She just feels weirdly clunky for some reason. Like she does deal damage, does good damage, but it feels weirdly clunky for some reason. I don't want to explain it. Um, just I don't know. Evanesia. Uh, honestly, kind of down here. It's kind of well, where's Sparksy? I again, she's she's got the fine art problem. I feel she needs a very specific team to make her work, and if you don't have it, she doesn't do anything. If you do have it, she's really good, which has got the fine art problem. This blade can go up to the top. You can dump him in a lot of things. Just he can go with Casphorus. He can go with Acheron, which is his two. But you literally dump this boy. Yeah, he can step there. You can literally dump this boy in most teams and be happy. New Himiko. This is animation overlord. I think she's got the silver problem. She's so clunky. She does good damage. Requires a very specific set of teammates to work. Um, and again, might turn out good. I've slightly built her for the most part. She's just clunky. Sorry. And the last four, I don't know anything about. So I'm gonna go completely only on vibes of what these last four are. So Ren is skill point, so she can go with Siedra. Gilgamesh, he's with Cypher, or not Cypher, but Saber. He might revive Saber. Is he good in other teams? Yeah, so he kind of like that middle. Again, I consider him kind of that middle of the pack. He's probably actually going to fall up in here next to the like this general vibe. Summer Robin is probably going to end up here. Kind of like that Sparkle vibe where she can kind of like dump in a lot of teams and be happy. And same thing with new adventure gun. Again, I haven't read much of his. Just kind of general vibe. He kind of feels like his counterpart. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. So we can rearrange inside. Who is the best character in the game? Probably like Little Ika. Clearly. Shribby is still pretty good. All these are fine. It's probably not worth it. This is too high for Firefly. She's a archetype, but without the archetype, she's clunky, so that means she's down here. These are still fine. Again, Bronya's fallen off. Yun's fallen off. But still usable. Actually, in that case, go down with Pella. Rame, yeah, it can be down here with Pella. That's fine. RMC, Pella, again. Jingyuan, again. he can work without a team. There's a lot of things just like, hey, throw random buffing units with him and he can do okay. Um, again, he's been power crept, but core aspect of his design, it has kit works, that's fine. Uh, rest of these are fine. Hat MC, again, these are all fine. These are characters that kind of like need some, again, need a lot of teammate support. They're not really good of their own. Um, bees, I find with the bees, yeah, except these trailblazers. I'm going to drop these two trailblazers down to, again, for when they were out in the game, they were necessary. Again, their aspects of the design are really cool. They just don't synergize with anyone really. They're selfish, I guess, for lack of a better word. So that's fine. These B minuses are fine. These C's are fine. I know I'm gonna get some hate for Goliath being down here and others, these other characters being down here. But to be fair, again, they're just clunky. They don't have. They just feel. I don't know. They don't. They don't have a great home, and the home that they do have is clunky. Um, yeah. Let's see, minuses, again, sort of the same for the problems. They're even more clunky. These counter teams lost the kind. I'm leaving Destruction Trailblazer in here as, again, they're not the worst. They should probably belong down here, sadly. That's fine. And then there's anyone that goes up. No. Anyway. Um, yeah, just my thoughts and opinions, kind of, again, how the characters feel, how their design is, how their kit is designed, how well they play ball with other characters, and again, kind of their lifespan. Again, if this is not like inclusive, like, hey, how good the character is right now, because this would shuffle a lot. But just again, how the character designed, how designed to begin with, how kind of like they feel the play, and so more. But, if you enjoyed listening to me ramble, um, just say hi. All right, have a good one. Bye.